going to let Wendy. I want you to hit me.
Well, I'm not going to. I won't hit you.
Why?
Because I'll hurt you.
You won't hurt me, Wendy. I can take a punch. I don't want you to hit me right here. Just
no,
give me
I'll knock you out. I've knocked men out.
You won't knock me out.
I've knocked men. I won't do that to you.
I believe it. I believe you have. That's why I don't want my nose broken.
I'm not going to hit you in the face.
You would break my. I wouldn't allow you to hit my nose for free. But yeah, I mean, if you paid enough, I might. Hey guys, it's another episode. It's a new word. Episode of your least favorite podcast, a show that's so terrible that Wendy and I don't understand why you watch it. Welcome to Forever Frenemy Show. Today we're going to be talking about. It's a very special episode.
Is it?
Very special episode.
Arf.
Oh, arf it.
Arf it.
That's why I love Sappy Seals.
I have 2. Lo has 2. I just like them because they're cute. The community is just adorable too.
It is. The community has really died down a lot over the last 2 months.
We're in a bear market, dude.
I understand. A lot of them moved to Pudgy Penguins. So Mungo, he was a guy who somebody actually met me at a conference and had him on FaceTime. So I talked to the actual guy behind the account. And, he moved over to Pudgy Penguins. He's still in the Seals, but he was a guy that was creating like a lot of the filters and stuff that people were using. All the customizable stuff, like Sappy Seals machine, they called it, I think. And, a lot of those guys moved over to Pudgy Penguins. And you still have Wob. Wob.eth is still over there. And Wabeth? Is that what you call him?
I call him Wabeth.
Wabeth. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, but I love the Seals, and it's a fun community. And Cassie got me into the Seals. She likes the Seals. So
they're cute.
Yeah, that's it. And it is my favorite NFT. I have a Bored Ape. It's awesome. Some really cool stuff with it. Got a statue coming. A 5-foot statue of my Bored Ape.
Why? Yeah.
Have you not seen Justin's for his mutant ape?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
What happens if you get liquidated with that ape though?
Liquidated? What do you mean?
Remember, didn't you lose it?
So that was a different one. I collateralized it.
What happens if you collateralize this one after you get the statue?
Well, I've already done it 3 times, and I've got it back all 3 times, and now I'm not going to do it again. I learned my lesson on the last one. It was too close to losing it. So people understand how that works. You take your NFT. I use a site called NFTFi. You go there and you collateralize it, and they give you about 80% of the value, sometimes 70 to 80% of the value of it in ETH, or it's actually wrapped ETH. And then you can take that and go do like leverage trading with it, or go gamblingOnStake.com like I do sometimes. And, if you lose it, then you lose it. If you don't have the money by the time the contract is up, it could be 7, 14, or 30 days. And so, I do not want to lose it. And I am a degenerate gambler. So that's part of the reason why I'm really considering burning it over to Bitcoin.
I think you should.
I'm going to.
I think you should.
I believe I'm going to. I want to go to the, I'm in the Bored Apes Discord. I'm going to go in there and kind of ask what those people's opinion, because if you're going to burn.
Why would you ask their opinion? This is the thing. I have a mutant ape. It's a moon bag. But a lot of these NFT communities, they get so mad over everything. I think they would be mad at you if you decided to burn. I want to know. I want to know if
they are. Yeah. And we're going to do it on we have some really cool rare sats that we're going to be putting it on. So yeah, if you're going to do an inscription on Bitcoin, they're called ordinals, then to make it really valuable, you got to find what they call a rare sat, which would be like a Satoshi from the block during the Bitcoin pizza, for instance.
Yeah.
On that day.
Okay.
So you want to kind of map it out to, important events. But yeah, so I think I'm going to go to the Discord though. I want to ask because I want to check their temperature. I want them to be on board. No pun intended. I want them to understand that I'm doing it to make it more rare and to give it more popularity. I don't care about the benefits of being a Bored Ape holder. I don't care about staking for ApeCoin. I can stake anything for anything if I want. But I don't like the Bored Ape parties and stuff. I'm pretty sure I can probably get in anyways.
What happens if they deny you like they did in Estonia?
Okay, that
was. You didn't even bribe your way into.
That was not a club. That was a restaurant. It was nothing to do with crypto. I'm undefeated in getting let into parties in crypto. Yeah. I've never been refused for free to go to a party in crypto. The one party I was a little nervous about was the D-Gods and Utes party in NFT NYC. But I ended up not even going to that one for X number of reasons. I was going to go to it, and I heard they were being real strict at the door. And the problem is with getting into places when you know you are the biggest Beanie Baby collector at a Beanie Baby conference, is that the security is not crypto people.
Right.
So you're really relying on...
You shouldn't want them to be... You should not want security to be crypto people. Like,
right, of course.
I mean, have you seen...
They're nerds. Yeah. Incels. Like security is like security. They're
like,
big
I
guys.
could like...
Throw them out.
Did we get boxing pads?
No, we didn't. We're going to get it for next time.
Yeah, we need to.
I'm going to let Wendy... I want you to hit me.
Well, I'm not going to... I won't hit you.
Why?
Because I'll hurt you.
You won't hurt me, Wendy. I can take a punch.
So Lowe's dad, he's probably one of the strongest men I've ever met in my life, like physically
He's
strong.
pretty big.
Yeah, he's pretty big. He's also the meanest man I've ever met in my life also. He's held the pads, whatever, for me, and he's just like, give me my stomach. I've left him pretty hurt after, and he'll never admit it. But like, he was trying to be nice to me the other day. He's like, you really did hurt me that last time. And I was like, yeah, I know.
When you were boxing?
Yeah, because he lets me, because he and I have a hard time communicating sometimes.
So you just hit each other?
Well, no.
Oh.
What happens is I put my boxing gloves on and he holds the pads and I just absolutely unleash. And then there's times where he's like, you just hit my stomach, hit my stomach, because guys are dumb, you know?
Yeah.
Guys that are not dweebs. So I've actually hurt him before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the stomach?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to mess his pretty face.
I don't want you to hit me right here. Just
no,
give me
I'll knock you out. I've knocked men out.
You won't knock me out.
I've knocked men. I won't do that to you.
I believe it. I believe you have.
Well, here too, like that. No, because that will hurt. I mean, the knockout place is here and here.
Yeah.
But like, I will hurt you.
I don't want my nose broken.
I'm not going to hit you in the face.
You would break my. I wouldn't allow you to hit my nose for free. But yeah, I mean, if you paid enough, I might.
I'm not going to hit. I will do the pads only. I will not physically hit you. I will hurt you.
So how do I prove that that's not true? I can't. That's how they get you guys. That's how they get you.
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not. I'm not trying to get in a Ben lawsuit.
Come on. I do like to sue people. It is true. Guys, this whole show has been a setup for me to sue Wendy.
For what?
That's right. You don't really have anything. I don't know what I would get from you.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Because I'm poor.
Cheeseburger.
I gave you money. I sent you Tron for the cheese.
You did send me Tron for my cheeseburger. It is true. This is already a horrible show. We were going to talk about my hat.
You were talking about the D-Gods party that they let you in.
Well, no, I didn't go to it.
Oh, okay.
So what I was saying is pretty much if the security is there as not crypto people, what I'm relying on is either someone to walk out that is with the party and knows who I am, or either usually what happens is a chorus of people behind me say, you better let him in. Do you know who that is? Blah, 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 blah. And that's a pretty big flex when that happens. So they'll usually like, okay, this probably is somebody. Let me go talk to somebody, and then they'll let me in. So, but I was a little nervous at D-Gods party. And I actually tried to buy a D-Gods, or maybe it was a Utes, right before, and I could not get Magic Eden to work under any circumstance. Do you?
Just like sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'm staking it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got whitelisted, so I just bought it. And I was
you did? Yeah. I don't. Justin buys all our NFTs pretty much, but I did buy my Bored Ape, and I bought my Sappy Seal and my Pudgy Penguin.
Yeah, I wanted to get Pudgies when they first came out, and my business partner at the time was like, and he bought a bunch of other crap. And sure enough, I'm always right when it comes. Like when I say something, especially to men, I'm always right, and they always come back and they're like, "You were right." They always do. Yeah, you included.
Me?
Yeah.
When have I ever told you you're right about anything?
I tell you, you don't tell me I'm right, but you give me the. I'm like, oh, I don't like this person, and you're like, oh, well, they're nice to me. I'm like, yeah, just wait, and then ends up. Yeah, that happens a lot.
Not every time.
It happens a lot.
Not every time.
I prevail.
One person, I won't say the name of this person. One person who I really like on Twitter, and you had a big problem with, and had a big problem with you. I told that person to stop talking about you. And you know what this person told me the other day?
What?
You know what? I'm so glad you got me to stop talking about Wendy. I really actually like her. She said, your crypto crew, whatever, like all of our people that go with us to all our conferences, we do have a little crew, I guess.
Yeah.
Said they're so fun. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, they appreciate it.
We're actually really fun people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the thing. Like, if you meet us in real life, we're pretty cool people. Like,
The coolest.
yeah. I mean, I'm the coolest, so.
I'm the humblest.
Yeah, you are definitely the humblest.
Yeah, I have a lot of
You're the
humility.
humblest person I've ever met. You have no ego whatsoever.
No.
You're not delusional at all.
I'm literally ranked number 1.
You're literally
humility.
not delusional at all.
Yeah. I was telling you that's what somebody told me. They said the reason I'm so successful is because I'm the most delusional person they've ever met.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like I say things like I'm going to own the Atlanta Falcons. Who says that?
I think you will, though.
I know. I am going to. Yeah.
And if you do, we have this written down. Well, we have this in media. I want like tickets.
Yeah. Easy. That's easy. I'll get you some tickets.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I may do expansion, and I may actually go ahead and own like some other teams in Atlanta. And maybe I will get in on the Atlanta Steam, and then you could maybe play.
Yeah. What is Atlanta's team?
It's our lingerie league football.
Oh, hell no. No. I actually I know girls that have done that and
Really?
stuff. It's just, I'm a mom now. It's just not, that's just not for me.
Yeah.
Because, my whole thing is,
obviously that was a joke, Wendy.
well, I have to say this, so it's important. My whole thing is, actually, there's one bikini picture I will post publicly. One.
You won't?
I will. I'm going to.
You will?
I'm going to have to. But it's not.
Incels, you heard it here first.
But it's not a bikini picture that's for everybody.
Oh.
I'm 9 months pregnant. I'm in a bikini. And the reason why is because being pregnant is a beautiful thing for a woman.
Yeah. Or for a birthing person.
So I will do that. I probably will do that just to make a point, but I just don't want any like bikini pictures and stuff of me on the internet because I have a daughter and I don't want her to be like, I just want her, she doesn't, I don't know. Some people that's fine.
Yeah.
Just for me at this time in my life, it's just not something that's really needed. And I've got this far in life by not showing my body. So,
Yeah.
But I am going to post that bikini picture.
Well, there is a shirtless bathing suit picture of me on the internet. Not sure if you saw it. It's in the Bahamas.
A shirtless bathing?
Yeah. Well, I was wearing a bathing suit. Swim trunks.
Oh, okay.
I can't say bikini. Obviously, I wasn't wearing a bikini. I would never wear a bikini.
Actually.
Swim trunks are a bathing suit,
Actually.
right? Oh, I did do that shirtless. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Actually.
God, I do have no shame.
We might have to get you in like.
Witness protection?
Probably eventually.
Yeah, probably.
The way that your life is going.
Yeah.
You're so ridiculous.
Yeah.
So people you got SIM swapped, right?
I did,
Your Twitter got hacked and people really thought that like you had something to do with it. When I saw that, I was laughing, and the reason why I was laughing is because like the amount of money that got phished, which it sucks for the people that did
$700K, I think.
Was it? I thought it was $300K.
No, I think by the end it was 700, I think.
I just don't think that you would do that for like.
Why would I do that?
Because it just
to get my board 8 back. No.
It's just not, to me, it's not.
I got it back before
to me, like, that's just, like, I just feel like that's just not worth it.
No, of course. And that's the thing. That's what people are so low IQ on Twitter about. It's like, they say that I do this, they say I do that, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm going to be around I'm going to haunt your nightmares. I'm going to be here in crypto forever. You're never getting rid of me. No matter what I do, this is where I call home, is the world of crypto. And so the whole thing is that like I would never do something short term for money that would affect me over the long term. I don't need money. I have a mansion that's completely paid off. I have a Lamborghini. I'm about to have 2 demons. Like I've got every big ticket item that I possibly want. Now, maybe I could take an Aventador down the road, but the point is, what do I need money for? I have a giant company here worth millions of dollars. Like, why would I? People think I'm like scamming for $10,000. That means nothing to me. I got Stake yesterday sent me $10,000 for a bonus. That has nothing to do with sponsorship. I am sponsored by Stake.com, but nothing to do with sponsorship. It's because I gamble there a lot, and so Stake sent me for the month of June. I got my June bonus, and it was $10,000. I played 4 hands. I lost $10,000 in about 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. It means $10,000 means nothing to me. Like, so the fact that people would think that I would go out of my way to scam, and that was free money. I could have taken it out and withdraw it. Like, I just don't need money. I've got enough. So For people to think that, especially for $700,000.
Oh, so you're going to buy us Arby's today?
Arby's? I might buy us Arby's today. Because Arby's is one of the more expensive fast food restaurants.
It's actually delicious.
It's so good.
Like, it's really, really
They have the meats.
And the cheeses.
Yeah, but do you remember the golden era of Arby's?
When it was like 4 for $5.
Well, they had 5 for $5 at one time.
I remember that.
5 for $5.
Yeah.
And
that was like a treat growing up.
It was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Now, a lot of people don't like Arby's, which I don't get, but
it's so good.
It is.
And the meat's
yummy.
like buttery.
Yes.
We can agree on, can you believe, producer, we can agree on something? He's not even paying attention to us.
Yeah, I know. He's so used to us arguing.
I mean, he's just like, the show's going to 0.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
What was it up to not be at 0?
I don't even know.
Yeah, that's a good question. But the point is that the golden era was the oven mitt, the Arby's oven mitt.
The what?
The mascot of Arby's was an oven mitt.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Like hamburger.
Kind of looks similar to that. Yeah, it looks similar.
It was cute.
The Arby's oven mitt. At that time, I was probably 15, 16. I had friends that worked there, you know.
Oh, the curly fries are pretty good.
I like the mozzarella cheese sticks. And Arby's has the best promotional milkshakes. They have the orange dream shake they'll do sometimes. Amazing. They'll do the mint around St. Patrick's Day, the mint shake. Awesome. I don't ever get a regular milkshake from there. But
Did
the
your
promotional
milkshake
really
bring all the boys to the yard?
No. No, I do not participate in milkshaking.
What's your favorite milkshake?
Favorite milkshake? My favorite milkshake I've ever had is kind of hard to get. It's at Brewster's. You ever had Brewster's?
No.
Brewster's is like an ice cream place around here. It's like a walk-up place. It's not a drive-through. You got to walk up and get stuff.
Y'all have Thrifty ice cream out here?
Thrifty?
It's so good. It's like, okay.
Don't have that. But they do a birthday cake batter milkshake. They combine the cake batter and birthday cake milkshake together, or ice cream together, and they don't always do it. Very rarely do they have both. They have to have both of the ice creams at that time.
Right? Okay. This is the thing that drives me crazy about you. Like, you have ARFID.
Yeah.
But it's like, you always get the most random, like, your favorite things are like the most random things you can't get anywhere. So you would think somebody with ARFID would like have specific things that they eat that they can get everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's like your favorite milkshake is at this really place, like in the down in the South, that like you can't get anywhere else. It's like,
but that's what makes it special.
But they don't even have it half the time.
That's what makes it special. Like, I have an ice cream that I really love. Have you ever heard of Jenny's ice cream?
No.
Jenny's ice cream. They sell it in the grocery stores. I think they have it out in California, but it's JENI.
You're so unseasoned. Like,
I think I'm spicy. So it is a ooey gooey butter cake ice cream. Have you ever had ooey gooey butter cake?
I like butter cake.
My stepmom makes it. It's amazing. She brought. Do we still have any of that here? Do you know? It doesn't last long. It probably lasted a day. She brought it like Friday. It's already gone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's a really good ice cream, but the problem is it's so easily available at the grocery store, and I can DoorDash or Instacart at any time, that now I eat it too much, and it's not nearly as good as it was.
Okay.
So that one milkshake stands out to me because I haven't had it in years.
Rich people problems?
Yeah. I forget sometimes how expensive it is to do DoorDash and Uber Eats. And I do it. And ride Uber. And I do it. Like, I only do premium Uber, and I do always pay for priority on DoorDash. I don't even know if it helps. But it's like an extra couple bucks to get it there 5 or 10 minutes faster, supposedly. So, but I forget, like, normal people, like, you can't just spend like $60 on a breakfast for yourself. Would that, if you actually went into the store, the whole thing would have been $12.
I'm hungry.
I am too. I need that Arby's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to get a Arby's, the double roast beef. So they got 3 sizes. The double roast beef.
Yeah.
Add cheddar on top. It's different than a beef and cheddar. Beef and cheddar has onion bun and it's weird sauce. So it's a roast beef with cheddar. Now I like to put 2 Arby's sauce packs on it. Love the Arby's sauce. It's really good. And then I'll get the mozzarella sticks with a promotional milkshake.
Mozzarella.
That's if I get that. Yeah. Say it again.
Mozzarella.
So if I
mozzarella
get
sticks.
That's what I call my give up on life meal. It's like if I'm trying to be healthy or trying to like if I'm really stressed out or a bad situation happens, like, and I'm just like screw it. I'm just going to eat what I want.
When somebody tells you that you're a doo-doo head on cryptotwitter.com.
No, I've never gone and got a meal based off something said on Twitter. No.
They post so much misinformation. It's so funny.
So much. Yeah.
And I can't wait. Like,
I hacked myself.
I can't wait until you could like talk about something that's coming out.
By the time this episode's out, it'll probably be
it's going to be so funny because
the anger, the cope. They call it the cope now. The cope on crypto Twitter is going to be unreal.
They're going to be so mad because these guys probably are sitting literally to the idea of you going on a very long vacation.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very funny when they find out.
Yeah. Oh, there's a couple guys that have said some stuff on Twitter about a specific ongoing situation that I have. And they said for sure I was going to prison. For sure. 100%.
For sure.
100% on a civil case, I was going to prison. These guys are people that don't live in America have no clue how our American justice system works.
Well, they eat beans for breakfast, and it's not even like pinto beans, not even like a delicious Mexican style burrito. It's like some like weird beans that are like, I don't even know what they are.
Baked beans?
But it's like not even our baked beans. Our baked beans have like barbecue sauce.
They're kind of like Boston beans or something.
I don't even know. Can't they even grow beans in Europe or like wherever these people eat the beans? Like, where do they get their beans from?
I heard you could trade a cow for some.
What?
Yeah, you trade a cow for 3 magical beans. And it'll grow into a beanstalk. You can climb it. Yeah, it's about Jack and the Beanstalk. It's a story.
You're so dumb.
Yeah, yeah. Where does my brain go? Goes so many places.
Not to prison.
But not to prison. Not to prison.
What is wrong with you?
I'm also not scared of jail or prison either. Like, I'm not scared of those places. Like,
I'm not either. Those are my people,
I know.
man.
I know. It's like, so my lawyer like couldn't comprehend that when I had the a certain lawsuit that's still ongoing at the moment. That lawsuit was going on, and I had to go answer these harassment charges or whatever it was. The week before, I was supposed to be in court, and I was in the Bahamas. That's when I took the shirtless pic, right? You guys remember that one? Like, I'm supposed to be in court, but I'm in the Bahamas. That's what it said. And my attorney was so concerned about me going to jail, so concerned about it. Like, when you come in to this hearing next week, like, you didn't show up at this hearing, like, we got to do whatever we can to make sure, like, you can't go in there and tell the judge that you didn't show up for the hearing because you had a work conflict. Like, you can't say. I said, it's the truth and it's what I'm going to say. Like, I'm going to tell the truth on why I didn't show up. And he finally came around to my side. He was trying to find all these loopholes. Like, well, they didn't do this. They didn't send you this on time. I was like, no, we're going to go ahead and say what happened. Like, sure, they sent the stuff late and I didn't have time to get, like, I didn't know that I had to be there. I thought if I sent a lawyer, I'd be fine. Like, that's all true too. But if I go in there and that's not good enough for the judge and the judge sends me to jail, oh, boo-hoo, I got to go to Miami-Dade for one night. Big shocker. Already been there when I was younger. Not a big deal. That was the first time I went to jail. I've been to jail. We should talk about all my jail experiences. That would be fun. Yeah.
I've never been to jail. I've visited people.
You've never been to jail?
No.
Wow.
I've never been to jail.
Yeah.
I've visited people in jail. I've put money on people's books. I've picked people up from jail.
Yeah.
I've bailed people out of jail. Have I bailed somebody out?
I have.
Yeah. I don't think I did. No,
I bailed somebody out from a private jail or like a private jail one time. That's like not it's not a publicly ran. It's not by the government. It's a private company that runs the jail. Oh. Best experience I ever had picking anybody up from jail. Really phenomenal.
Did they have? Did you take a Hoover there to pick them up?
Because it sucks. Was that an attempt at a joke?
My father.
A Hoover.
My father-in-law. So he drinks a lot.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. He got his license taken away probably about a decade ago. Refuses to get another driver's license because he growls. Yeah. He growls. He growls. I'll show you a picture while I'm telling you. So he refused to get his driver's license, and with that being said, where was I going with this? Oh,
to jail. Yeah.
Oh, he just takes Hoovers everywhere. He calls them, they're Ubers, but he calls them Hoovers. The reason why he calls them Hoovers is because he's who he is. And he also drinks a lot. He goes to the bar, starts drinking like 6 a.m. and shuts these things down all the time. Because that's what he does. And we're very proud of him. And this is him right here. I'll show you. He's a fun guy. Call him Pops.
He doesn't look like a mushroom.
Call him Pops.
He doesn't look like a mushroom though.
He's a riot.
You say he's a fun guy.
He is a fun guy. Well, he might actually take mushrooms. He's allergic to the.
Oh.
Yeah.
Straws.
He is a
milkshakes.
He is a outlaw. That man. He has 2 pairs of shoes his entire life, Birkenstocks and work boots, Red Wings. That's all he wear, and he will only wear gray. He won't wear any other color but gray. He won't wear green because he was in Vietnam, and he says he won't wear it. But he didn't actually go to war. They had him, and I don't know what they were. He's a very interesting character, and he shuts him down, and he's got lots of baby dolls.
Maybe we should interview him for the show.
Yeah, so his baby dolls. What happened was because he goes to the bar.
Yeah.
And he's got his retirement, so he's got a little bit of money to spend at the bar.
His baby dolls.
Well, hold up. So he's got lots of baby dolls at the bars, lots of women at the bars.
Yeah.
And one Christmas, he made my daughter's father go take him to this, because they're Native American, go to the Native American store and buy earrings, custom-made earrings. So he had like 10 pairs of earrings, and he's handing them out to all his baby dolls at the bar for Christmas.
I like Pops.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
So
he also has ARFID too, by the way.
I think almost everyone has ARFID.
He won't eat meat off of the bone.
Really?
No, he won't eat meat off of the bone.
I enjoy it off the bone.
Of course, yeah, you would.
If we go to a wing place, wings are my favorite food. So we go to a wing place, and the waitress or waiter comes up and says, "Oh, would you like your wings boneless or traditional?" To my kids. My kids just look at them in disgust, like, traditional. We don't do boneless wings in my family.
I like boneless wings.
The only time I think boneless wings are acceptable is if you are at a lunch and you don't want to get messy and you're with someone you don't know at all. Now, I still will go traditional because I want to signal to that person, I know it's kind of weird to eat wings with your hands at a business lunch, but I'm going to do it anyways. I like to send that message.
Yeah, because you do what you want.
Right. I'm not going to change what I do because someone's sitting across from me. That's weird to me.
Well, I wasn't going to change the way I ate ribs.
Yeah.
Because...
Oh, I ate the rest of your ribs last night. JD's barbecue is really good.
It is really good. Like, yeah.
It's a really good barbecue place.
You're ever in Atlanta, go to JD's. They're small business, right?
It's up here in Ackworth, yeah.
Yeah, in Ackworth. Go there. Eat there. Tell him...
the good hush puppies.
Tell him Bendy sent you.
Bendy. So that's what we're going with now.
I think so.
Bendy, okay.
I think Bendy's good.
Bendy's good.
Yeah.
Wyndon's okay too. I like Wyndon. Wyndon is the name of the town in what I consider to be the second greatest show of all time, right behind Breaking Bad. It's called Dark. It's a phenomenal show. It's really good.
What is my favorite
TV shows one day?
I like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer was my favorite show.
From
as a kid.
Yes. It was so good.
I loved it. Sarah Michelle Gellar was my crush.
It was so good.
I had posters of her all over my wall.
Did you?
My ninth grade girlfriend, Abby Moon, she hated Sarah Michelle Gellar. She hated Buffy because I was obsessed.
Did you watch the original Buffy movie?
Of course.
I love that.
Kristen Swanson.
Yeah, love that movie too. I also really like the 90210.
The new one? The original.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I watched the original, so growing up, my mom was a single mom for a long time. I was in the 4th grade. And so we would watch 90210 together when I was like a little kid.
Yeah, I just remember because, we're old. Well, You're old.
We're like the same age.
We're not. But anyways, I remember being at my aunt's house. They would always have these big pool parties. All the teens were there.
The teeners. Bless you.
Do I have snot coming out of my nose?
I wouldn't tell you if you did. God, you're so gross. I have ARFID. I won't eat snot.
Anyway, so
Yeah, like she needs a towel.
I need hand. Do you have hand sanitizer in here?
Ugh, hand sanitizer? That's disgusting.
Hand sanitizer is gross. It's like, excuse me.
I won't touch hand sanitizer.
It's disgusting.
I tell them whenever I get on the plane, they try to hand it to me. I say I'm allergic.
That's allergic. No, but
we have so many new show ideas now. We can do a show where we can talk about movies. Do we talk about shows?
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good one to detail all my different experiences going to jail.
That would be funny.
Every single one is a riot of a story. So we were supposed to spend this entire episode talking about my hack, and we talked about a million other things. But great news, this was our brainstorming session. We actually have some really good show.
Yeah, but also too, just about your hack, you in fact were not hacked. It was SIM swapped.
Yeah, well,
we'll wrap it up in like 2 minutes. Just tell people. Talk fast.
So basically what happened is someone inside of Verizon ported my phone number to somebody else's phone. They tried to disguise it by sending email bombing me and text message bombing me. So I got nonstop spam to both of those. So I would miss the password changes and stuff like that. And so they did it to get into my Twitter. And then they posted an address.
To get into your Twitter.
Twitter.com. To get into my Twitter.com. They did it so they could put up a sale and collect money. It was all fake. It was a scam from the beginning. And they collected $700,000. So
it was 300,000.
Well, I think it was 700. That's what I heard. I hope it's only 300 because we're trying to pay people back. So that'd be better than 700.
Elon Musk should pay people back. That's really, like, honestly, it's a platform problem.
Yeah. Well, if you want to do it, you got to do it yourself. Twitter was not really the problem. Verizon was the problem. Twitter definitely played a role, but they got my account back in about 36 hours.
That's crazy that it took that long, though. Like
it was I think they do it on purpose. They did it on a Saturday night on purpose.
I understand, but my thing is that I feel like Twitter should understand that this is something that should happen. They should
have a gold check mark. I had a gold check. Like
they should have people on call for this stuff.
I agree.
Though. Like,
I agree.
That's a serious thing. Like, I'm surprised all of these social media platforms have not been sued at one time for people posting scam things and then allowing it to happen. Because there's a lot of different fixes that Twitter can do.
Yes.
Like,
I could fix it in a week.
I could do.
Yeah.
Like TikTok now, what TikTok has is as like fantastic. Like, it posts, you can see all of your comments, all of your mentions, and then you can actually just go and just block somebody. And then it also allows you to have particular like characters or words muted so it won't even come up on the feed publicly or to you. Twitter should do that. I don't understand why, because it would be super easy to pull up specific keywords for that, and they just don't do it.
Absolutely.
Like,
so
YouTube does that too. Like, you can redact stuff.
Yeah, you can filter. So, but Verizon was a real problem. Someone in Verizon ported my phone number, but the goal was not only to steal the money on Twitter, but to get it like any crypto that was on my phone, or connected to, not even on my phone, connected to my email address. And so I didn't realize I'd been SIM card swapped until the next morning. When I left to take my son to his baseball tournament, as soon as I pulled out of the driveway and got off Wi-Fi, my phone didn't work. And I was like, oh no. So I had to go in the Verizon store, dropped him off at his game, went to the Verizon store, got taken care of, got to get back in the game before it started. And that's when I realized I SIM card swapped, but they couldn't get any of my crypto. Here's the biggest lesson you need to take from this show. Do not connect your phone number to your email account. That is what saved me. I learned this several years ago to keep them separate. And so Google, if you've got a Gmail account, they try to force you to do it. You just hit no at every stop. And sometimes it's hard to find the no. They try to make it where you think you have to. Because if they had access to my email account and my phone number, they could have reset the password to my email from my phone and got in. And then they could have done a password reset on every single crypto site that was connected to. They could have got into all my accounts.
I use a fake email, like an email that is not associated with me, for every single crypto exchange, and it's a completely different one. And it's not connected to any of it's connected to nothing. Like, no one would know it's me.
Well, that's great. Yeah. That's a good job. Some of mine are like that, but some are connected to different email accounts. And but it doesn't matter though. Unless they can get into your email, it doesn't matter. And that's how they do it through the SIM card swapping. So this was the Forever Frenemy Show. Don't get hacked. Don't send money. Don't click links.
Don't send anybody money on the internet.